Hi. So tonight I want to talk about a topic that I hear coaches talk a lot, which is, oh, be curious, ask questions, be curious on what the other person is saying. And I see what they're coming from, but I slightly disagree. I mean, there are sections that are good and such questions that are bad, and they don't lead to any productive outcome. I want to talk about those. And the reason why want to talk about them is because it really frustrates me. It was to see people like very well-intended students that have so much energy to learn English and they waste it on questions that don't bring fruitful results. Because when you are learning English, you want the time that you invest to be used productively, effectively. You want results, you want good results, and you need good results fast, right? We're busy people. We need our time to be used effectively. So if you're interested in this, after this live, I'm gonna upload a playlist here. I'm gonna link it to videos. So if you're watching it afterwards, it's already there. And on that playlist, I have different videos on the topic of using your time more effectively and how to overcome challenges in the process of learning English. So these kind of questions that lead nowhere are the why questions. For example, why do I say sent for the past of send? Why don't I send it? Wouldn't that be easier? And why do we say road for the past or goad for the past of go and for the past of grow? So the past of grow is grew. Why? The past of go is went. Why? So I think it's funny to ask why and to think about it, but we can't do anything about it, right? So this is an important question. Can you do anything about it? Another one is read. The past of read is read, but read and read are spelled exactly the same way. And many students just their heads and go like, English is impossible, it doesn't make any sense. And read, it is a challenge. I see where you're coming from, but you have to ask yourself, okay, can I do anything about it? Can I change it somehow? Can I modify this situation? Not really. And so we can't change that. Read and read, they look the same and pronounced differently, and that is crazy, and that is the way it is. So just go with it. We learn it and we move on. Another group of words that is really heatedly debated is why do we say through, right? Why do we spell it this way? Through is okay, but why do we spell through like the way we spell through, right? With O-U-G-H. Why? Just say through, right? But then the word tough is also O-U-C-H, or enough. Also, at the end is O-U-G-H. Did I say C-H? No, G-H. And why are they spelled the same way and pronounced differently? And honestly, the focus should be on, okay, what is important? Really, the word enough is important. It's an important word. Okay, so learn that word. The word stuff is enough. The word through is enough. Word, yeah, right. So we gather the words that are important, just learn them, we accept them as they are, we don't ask why, and we move on. And this is the best way to just not get stuck and not block yourself in a moment where your learning is not moving forward, in a position where you're not using your time effectively. To finish, I wanted to say two things. First of all, I think that sometimes these things work as jokes, and I think those are very funny. So sometimes you will read a or see a joke on this, and that's very funny. And But sometimes you also have groups of people that will complain a lot and say English is too difficult, that is too difficult, nobody can understand this language, and it's okay. I get it. It is difficult, and it is difficult. I see you, but that doesn't change the fact that it's super useful and it's a very important language to learn. And if your objective is learning it, then my recommendation is don't waste time asking why, complaining about how difficult it is. You can't do anything to change that. And as a last reflection I had this week, I was thinking, isn't that just about everything? So we don't ask, so if you can't control it, ask why or how or these questions that don't get it. So if there is something that you can't control in English or in your life and you can't do anything about it, the best thing that you can do is just accept it as it is and see how you can deal with it. In English, it would be creating some memory aid, maybe a way to remember it, a way to say, okay, maybe I can remember it this way. Much more than that we can't do, and then we move on. And I was thinking, this is a nice way of approaching life, approaching difficult situations in life, approaching situations where I'm complaining a lot, where I'm not happy. Well, then you ask yourself, can I change it? And if you can change it, for sure, we can do something. And if you can't change it, then we accept it and move on. So that's my week. Let me know if you have other things that you find you find challenging or that you would like us to discuss in the future. And if not, I would recommend you the playlist again. See you there. Cheers. Uriel.